Hi, my name is Luke Marushka, and I'm a sophomore at Bennett Academy. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to do this interview with me. Would you please provide your name and some of your background information about your education and career?
Sure. My name is Greg Miarecki. I am a 1990 graduate of Bennett Academy. I am a 1994 graduate of the University of Chicago, where I met your dad. And then I graduated from the law school at University of Chicago in 1997. I was a partner in a law firm of Winston and Strawn for a number of years. I was at the firm for about 14 years, where I practiced major white-collar criminal and commercial litigation, where I represented a number of high-profile clients, including former Illinois Governor George Ryan. In 2011, I left my firm to become the Executive Assistant Dean for Career Planning and Professional Development at the University of Illinois College of Law. And I've been there almost 10 years, and that's my current position.
Thank you. Now, may I ask you some questions about your business ethics and how ethics have helped you answer questions or make decisions as a business leader?
Okay, sure.
Do you have a set of ethical principles that you use when faced with difficult questions or situations in your career?
So the answer to that is yes. I would say that the set of ethical principles that I operate with are generally speaking very similar to those that most lawyers have, right? So lawyers are bound by a code of ethics. The state of Illinois requires us to have certain ethical principles and abide by certain ethical principles. And in no particular order, those principles are honesty, right? Transparency, an understanding of who your client is and who you're supposed to be on, whose side you're supposed to be on. So that's something that we worry about in the legal profession quite a bit. I would say those are the major things that most lawyers are concerned with. And then I think, this is something that we've learned at Bennett, and I know you all are too. You're worried about not just yourself, but how the things that you do affect everyone else around you. And I think that's a particularly important thing to be thinking about in light of the events of January 6th. I think that it's better if you consider not just yourself, but those around you and the effects that your actions will have on others. So those are a few of the basic things that I think about.
Okay, thank you. Would you be able to provide an example of a situation in your business career that you faced in which you applied these principles?
So we do this every day, right, as attorneys. As an attorney, your job is to represent your client, and sometimes you may have to do things that you may not personally like because they're in the best interest of your client, and that's why you do it, right? So that's something that I think lawyers do every day, and I probably have done that several hundred times during the course of my legal career. Your job is to represent your client, and you have to do what's in the client's best interest, even though it's not necessarily something you enjoy doing. Mm-hmm. And that can be as simple as, taking, changing plans for a vacation, right, that you were going to take because your client needs you to be in New York for a legal proceeding, for example. That would be one example among many others.
Okay. Do you think that any particular business question, decision, or situation represents a difficult ethical issue?
Does any business issue represent difficult ethical issues?
Yes.
No, I think there are certain business issues that don't. I think most business issues do not necessarily generate ethical issues. Most businesses are.
Do you have any particular business question or decision or situation that represents a difficult ethical issue? Give an example.
I think that you certainly can. I don't think most business issues present difficult ethical issues. Mm-hmm. Most businesses have a mission statement and a vision statement, and so obviously the role of any business for the most part is to make money or not lose it, or in the case of a nonprofit to have, they're designed to have a specific effect on the community, right? So a charity, for example, is in fact a business, but it's a nonprofit business that's designed to generate a positive impact on the community. So Generally speaking, as long as your business, your overall business strategy is designed to, make money, and it's not designed to do it in an illegal way, or an unethical way, most business issues, day-to-day business issues, do not generate serious ethical concerns. There are plenty of opportunities for businesses to engage in unethical conduct, right? Um, for example, right? I mean, in the legal profession, it's very common for lawyers, for example, to take their clients' money and misuse it for their own purposes. That's something that attorneys have been prosecuted by the Attorney Registration and Disciplinary Commission for doing. So there's plenty of opportunities to engage in that kind of conduct. But I don't think that every business issue, if you're generally speaking playing it straight, generally come up with difficult. They don't generally come up with difficult legal issues. Most business issues are relatively straightforward. Most of them do not require difficult ethical considerations.
Okay, thank you. And do you have any advice that you could provide for me as I think about ethical issues that I may face one day in my career?
Well, I think that that's a good question. I think that um, you have to stick to principles that have been given to you by your mom and dad, of course, and of course your colleagues and your professors at Bennett. I think that the education that Bennett Academy provides a very good grounding in what an ethical person should be, and I think that Bennett does a great job in that regard. I think all of the teachers at Bennett when I was there, and I presume the same is true for you all. Teachers not only are teaching, but they're presenting you with various ethical situations and teaching you how to work through them, and that kind of training I think is invaluable for the rest of your lives.
All right. Thank you so much. That was perfect. Thank you for your time. This has been
All right.
helpful.
All right. Very good. Good luck to all of you.